So Gettysburg Flag Works asked me to write a blog post for each of the 5 pint glasses, 1 pint glass per military service. And I said, yeah, I can do that. Hold on a second. Why not have a conversation with a veteran while drinking having a beer from that particular pint glass? If I wrote 5 articles, it would be my perspective based on what limited research I could do. If I talk to somebody from the Army, now I'm bringing in their perspective, their character, their values, their experiences, etc. We tell stories to each other all the time, and sometimes the same stories over and over and over, especially when we've had one too many beers. Storytelling, talking about conflict, talking about resolution of conflict, talking about character, values, etc. I mean, that is at the most basic, most visceral level of connection. I have my experiences, and when I talk to others about my experiences from the military, it piques interest. I could bring in the human element of interesting stories, interesting people over a beer, pushing for greater conversation between those who have been in the military and those who have not, to create better understanding through story. And to me, that just sounded more fun than doing a blog post. I wanted to do something more engaging, more active, more visual. Edelman produced some research, some data that said there's sort of a growing disconnect, a gap between veterans and non-veterans. Oh, there's a gap between veterans and non-veterans? Well, let's have a conversation. Let's come to the table. Let's have a beer together. George W. Bush, El Presidente, throws out across his social media, hey, get to know your vets. Don't just thank them for their service, but ask them about their service. There's the military that's been at war, and there's everybody else that hasn't been at war. Tell your story or share your story. Tell us what you've done. Show us what you've done. You can do that through a flag or through a story.